What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to Real Estate by Chance. I'm Chance Jackson, your local Portland, Oregon real estate agent. And today I'm going to be teaching you 10 really important terms that you should know before you go house shopping. DOM. That stands for days on market. You're gonna see this on listings when you go search online through whatever IDX or MLS. Basically what this is saying is this listing has been listed on the market for whatever's behind the DOM. This is really important because this allows you to see how long the house has been on the market, which can hint towards any potential problems that the house has before you actually see it, or you can gauge how popular the house is going to be by how new it is on the market. Earnest money. So earnest money is something your agent's probably going to ask you before you write an offer. Your earnest money deposit or good faith deposit is a small amount of money that you're going to put forward on the table to prove that you are dedicated to purchasing this house. Now, the earnest money is supposed to be something that can be forfeited if you were to falsify any information or not follow the guidelines as listed in your contract. A lot of times it's actually kind of rare for you to lose your earnest money. It's usually a good way to say, hey, I'm motivated, I'm dedicated to this transaction, let's get this done. As is. So as is another one of those terms you're gonna see probably on listings when you're looking online on the MLSs or Zillow or wherever you look. As is means that the property is being sold in the condition that you will view it in. As in, the owner will not do any more repairs on the property before the sale finalizes. Sometimes this is due to the owner not having any extra cash to spend on the sale, or the owner just simply doesn't want to deal with any of the drama associated with negotiating for more repairs. Rent back or lease back. So this is actually a term that you're gonna see when you're drafting your offer and or later on in the transaction when time frames get a little mixed up. This is a scenario where you are in the process of purchasing, but say you have a house that you're selling and the time frames don't quite add up. And so instead of you jumping into the new house immediately, you'll need a little bit of time to wait before the house is ready. So you ask the people that are buying your house, hey, can I do a rent back situation, which is where you pay a rent to continue living there for an extra, I don't know, a couple days, maybe a week, maybe a month if it's that drawn out, and that gives you time before your house is ready to be moved into. Pre-approval or pre-qualification letter. This is a document that the lender is going to give the buyer and the buyer's agent that says the lender has looked through very briefly the finances of the potential borrower and is approving them to shop for a house on the knowledge that they have provided the lender. This letter is going to be used and given to the seller when you're turning in your offer as proof of potential funds. It will talk about how much money the lender is willing to give the lendee. It also talks about other contingencies on the loan, stuff like that. Home sale contingency. Now, contingency means that something must be done before something else can happen. And in a real estate transaction, most of the times, this means that they can't sell their house until they buy a new house, or they can't purchase or move into the new house until the previous house has sold that they live in now. A lot of times you'll see this in the remarks section of a listing. This is actually really important that you notice this before you make an offer, because this can actually shift things up quite a bit when it comes to the timing of closing. Homeowners Association or HOA. An HOA is a private agency that manages the community that the home's located. These usually include dues. This could be anything from $200 a quarter to $6,000 a year. It depends on what the money's going to and what's needed. A lot of the times these fees are going to cover neighborhood watch functions, if there's a swimming pool or a gym on the premise in the community, that covers the maintenance and staff of that. It could cover landscaping outside, or it could cover many other things. I guess it just kind of depends on how fancy the location is. This next term is called due diligence. Due diligence is a period of time after the offer has been accepted by the seller that gives the buyers free range to look and inspect the property for any defects that the property might have. Most of the times during a due diligence period, the buyer will do inspections and do tests and all sorts of different things on the property to make sure the property is not only safe, but also could be profitable to them in the future. Covenants, conditions, and restrictions, also known as CC&Rs. These are the rules and regulations that are usually issued by an HOA or any type of agency that manages a community. These can even be done by the cities. These could be done by, if you live in a condo, condos can have CC&Rs as well. A lot of times these will be rules and regulations that say, the houses all need to be a specific color, they need to be set back from the road so long as to give easements or create a really clean environment. They might say, you can't have 12 cars parked in the front, or you can't have a swimming pool in the backyard, or anything like that that keeps the community looking somewhat similar. Multiple listing service, or MLS. Every real estate agent knows what this is because it's like the background, the software that runs our entire industry. The MLS is going to be your local listing service. Basically, depending on what state or region you're in, there's going to be an MLS that's made for your listings. It's a gigantic database for us all to kind of look around and see what's on the market. Here in Portland, Oregon, we use the RMLS, and down in the Willamette Valley, which is 30 minutes south, there's the WVMLS. Not all realtors have access to every MLS. A lot of times we pay for the access and we have to subscribe to separate MLSs and do monthly fees. So make sure you find the right realtor that is linked to the MLS that you're going to be trying to market your property to, or search for your property in. With that said, I wish you all an incredible closing. There's going to be more terms coming. If you have any questions or you want to hear some terms in the future, leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Once again, this is Chance Jackson. Thanks for following Real Estate by Chance. I'll see you in the next one.